Hi, everyone. Now, as ever when I do a presentation like this, I'm speaking on behalf of not Real Vision, but of myself, Ralph Alf from Global Macro Investor, and also from Exponential Age, the asset management firm that I have a crypto fund of funds that a lot of this research is from. So you'll see XPAM charts in here, just so that you know. Now, to set this up, you're all here for the Festival of Learning, and it's all generally about crypto and how we look at crypto and macro together to give us what we're looking for.
In this video, Raul from Global Macro Investor and Exponential Age presents his perspective on why crypto is the biggest macro trade of all time. He explains that the debasement of currencies by central banks and the shift towards a world driven by code make crypto the best performing asset. Raul has dedicated his life to this trade, and many others have followed suit. He first wrote about it in 2012, but fully committed since 2020, seeing the sell-off in 2022 as an opportunity to add to the trade. He believes in a long-term view and compounds, but others may take chips off and continue running the trade. This trade is not just for this cycle, but likely goes into 2030 and beyond.
And I'm trying to teach you how I look at this. And there's a lot in this. There's going to be a lot of charts to run through. But I think it'll give you a very cohesive picture. And what I want to get across to you today, this is the biggest macro opportunity of all time. I've basically dedicated a lot of my life to this trade now. And many, many others in the space, particularly macro players, have basically just given up trading other instruments and just gone towards crypto because the world driven by the everything code is basically all one trade, the debasement of currency by the central banks. And therefore, you want to own the best performing asset. And if the world is that simple, it really does make things much easier for us. Now, this is not for everybody. Not everybody wants to take the kind of risks, but this will give you a very good idea of why this is the biggest macro trade of all time. Now, when I first wrote about it in GMI back in 2012 or 13, I said it then. And I stupidly should have just dropped everything and just done this one trade, but I didn't. But really, I've been in it full time since 2020. The sell-off in 2022 was the opportunity I was looking for to add to the trade. I don't believe that if you've got a long-term view, you should really try trade around it. You should just keep compounding. But others think differently to that. And I don't know what I'll do this time around. I'll probably take some lifestyle chips off and continue to run the trade. This trade is the biggest macro trade of all time. And it's not just about this cycle. It probably goes into 2030 and maybe well beyond that. So it's a big one.